Hi, welcome back, and thank you for coming to sit down and listen to this video that has some personal tips for individuals with MS. Now, MS stands for multiple sclerosis, and it is a disease of the central nervous system that can cause nerve damage, which disrupts the communication between the brain and the body. And when we have a disruption in communication, it can cause some severe or significant balance impairments. So we all have what's called the proprioceptive system. And the proprioceptive system is the system in our body that tells our brain where we are in space, if I'm tipping over sideways in a different position. Unfortunately, as we age, all of us, that system declines. But this can be even more detrimental or pronounced for somebody with MS, because when testing the conduction between their proprioceptive pathways, they've found a significant delay or latency in response there whenever there was a postural displacement or perturbation. So if we have a latency in response, that puts us at a very high risk for falls with balance. Now, luckily for all of us, the proprioceptive system can be uptrained, but only through the right type of exercise. Now, Tai Chi is one of those exercises, and that's because the movements are very slow. The proprioceptive system isn't really challenged if movements are fast. And this can be seen if I just quickly reach here back. My body didn't really calibrate to a lot of movements, right? Because it was so fast. But if I sit and I force my body to very slowly calibrate each one of these little tiny movements, now I'm really retraining that connection between my brain and my body, challenging and uptraining the proprioceptive system. So it's for that reason that Tai Chi in general can be extremely effective for anybody with MS, as well as the fact that it's a very gentle exercise modality that's not high impact or just too much exertion at one time. Now, I do have some personal recommendations I make to my residents or patients that do have MS, but of course, as with anything, consult with your physician first and foremost. But my personal advice is to take it slow, warm up ahead of time, and don't overdo it. The next thing is to definitely stay safe. Because there's a latency in response there, you may may be better for you to provide the support you need around you just to be safe. In other words, please don't take risks. Another very important thing I always encourage my residents with MS is to conserve their energy. Because what good is it if you work so hard in an exercise session that morning and then you can't even finish your laundry in the afternoon because you've spent all of your energy that morning on your exercise class? So I always kind of hold up a glass of water and say, if this is your energy for the day, make sure you conserve it. Don't use it all at once. So definitely conserve that energy. It's very important, and I talked about this with arthritis as well. In general, I don't believe in no pain, no gain. I definitely believe in going through a pain-free range of motion. If you're feeling pain or feeling extra fatigue, I actually recommend that you quit. How often do you hear an exercise person say quit? And not quit forever, obviously, but just quit for that session, quit for that day, and then wait for your body to catch up with yourself and then pick back up again. But I think the biggest thing is, for me, I recommend that you don't overdo it. So this exercise routine is extremely effective, however, because it does challenge the proprioceptive system. It works on stabilization of the proximal joints. We absolutely need our posture, both for quality of life, but as well as our balance, because we want everything, our center of gravity, to stay in our base of support. And of course, good posture, stable joints are going to inhibit reduced risks for pain. So I highly recommend that you do this exercise routine. Of course, consult with your physician first. I always have to say that, but those are some extra tips or advice that I have found helpful for my residents in the past. So I hope that they become helpful for you as well.